What a beautiful charge!
Oh,
this is
nice.
Oh my god, this
Oh,
what a save! Okay.
And we are back. Hope you had a nice little break there while we set up this race between the number 31 seed Sloaters and the number 63 seed Vennguard. I'm back on commentary. My name is Shed, but this time I'm joined by Cleanfell. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I've replaced Sigma. That's right. Sorry, Sig. Maybe next time. But I think this one here is gonna be pretty exciting between Sloaters and Ven. Because this whole division, the Anno division, it's just crazy. It's filled.
It's insane, yeah.
It's filled with so many good runners, and despite the seeding difference, the times, they're closer than you think. So why don't you tell us about these runners, Shed?
Yeah, we've got our full bracket view. As you can see, we're going to zoom in on the Anno division specifically. You'll see the Sloaters and Vennguard down there in the lower bracket in red. That means these two are fighting for their tournament lives right now. The loser is out, and the winner advances to face Sully. But yeah, as we mentioned, Sloaters is a 31 seed, Vennguard is the 63 seed. That's quite a little bit of a difference. So we will really kind of be expecting Sloaters to win this one. His skill is notably better than Vennguard, but their times are such that this could end up maybe being closer than you might think. If Vennguard has a really good run, Sloaters maybe not as good as a one, then we might see something interesting here. Yeah,
and Ven's just kind of been known for he's actually been known for getting PBs during a race. So, he could keep that trend continuing. And yeah, again, if Sloaters his average race time is about 38, which is about, I'd say maybe 4 minutes behind Vennguard's PB. So again, if you see some massive spaghetti there, you could expect a pretty close race here.
I wouldn't overplay it. There's quite a big difference here. We've got a difference in about 8 minutes between the two runners' PBs, so it could be interesting, is what I'm saying. But I would still definitely expect Sloaters to take it down.
Yeah, Sloaters was in the preliminary round against Sully initially, so but Sully won that one, so he got knocked down. So yeah, it is favorable actually to expect a Sully Sloaters rematch in those lower brackets. So,
yeah, we could be seeing that immediately in the next match in this bracket line.
Yeah, with just this type of bracket, you'll expect those to happen in this double elimination scenario. So that'll be exciting. But again, I guess we'll just have to see, right?
Right. Sloaters still has to get over Vennguard, and we expect him to do so, but he still has to do it. We make them actually play the race for a reason, right? But as you can see, the radar graph in the bottom left is supporting all this. We're seeing that Sloaters is better than Vennguard in most of the stats that we track. And now, as I mentioned, let's make them race.
That's right. We are off and away and ready to go. And I'm very excited. And I believe Sloaters is actually one of the only racers with a 30 time that actually still cleans the water, if I'm right about that.
Yeah, he has so far in the tournament, and he, with all likelihood, will be doing it again. The waterless route was a new development since the last tournament, where we skip the Ginso escape, and we're going to be see Vennguard attempting that on the right side of your screen later on, about halfway through the run, while Sloaters is still doing the older version of the route before the waterless route was developed.
Definitely one of his favorite parts about speedrunning a game like Ori, to where you can just have so many different ways that people opt to go about completing the skills, getting out every single skill possible, while just still making it fun in their own way. And that's kind of what I really like about this.
Yeah, everyone puts their spin on it. It's not everyone trying to do the exact same thing at every spot.
That's right. So here we go. We got Sign, our attacky, shooty guy, our favorite.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, that actually gets hit on the Frankie fight. You gotta be a little careful there. But the game, I believe, automatically saves after this, so
yeah, he's fine.
He'll be fine. He actually got a nice color code, nice kind of
yellow. Notably, he has the save, but he is at 2 HP, which is 1 less than the runners are probably used to. So he's going to have to adapt here, because you do want to be at low health for a ghost door glitch coming up soon. But, like, you normally start with 3, so you're normally used to taking 2 damage boosts, but he already has a hit down. Sloaters had a little bit of trouble with the bottom of this area here. And we're seeing that Vennguard has a very, very slight lead that he's had since the start and has kept up. But the slight lead shouldn't matter too much as the race progresses. They're still very close. And like, as we can already see, Sloaters has already pulled ahead just as much as Vennguard was a second ago.
Yeah, interesting damage way to get down to that 1 health optimal for the Ghost Door. Sloaters actually gets 2, so he has to spend a little bit of time, which gives Ben that slight edge, but Sloaters quickly came back with that better movement there. Actually,
as soon as you say better movement, Sloaters missed the jump and falls behind slightly, allowing Vennguard to start heading down towards wall jump a little bit earlier.
I was just getting the commentator's curse out of the way earlier.
Yeah, there we go. We got it out. We got it out of the way in Glades. I mean, it definitely won't happen later, right?
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. Let's go with that.
All right. So now they have grabbed a keystone that we will need in a later area. We'll be heading down to wall jump. Vennguard with a little RNG energy pickup, wasting some time.
Yeah, this is basically the only point in the game where you'll see some big RNG if the health.
Not even big.
It's not even big.
It's just tiny RNG.
It's for Ori it's big, but yeah. In the grand scope of things, not very big at all. So yeah, both runners are pretty much tied heading to the wall jump skill. So
it is nearly frame tied at this point.
Ben actually gets like maybe a few frames in the lead. So and again, this is kind of what you expect to see, even with PB differences of about 6 minutes. You'll expect these two runners to be about the same at wall jump, and you'll just as the run expands, gets to the late game, that's when you'll probably see the gap widen between these two runners.
Absolutely. Of course, these runners only have run, jump, and shoot at this point. There's not really much variation you can do. Oh, man. So normally the runners would like to have a timed level up in this bottom right corner here of this shaft, but Sloaters' XP was slightly off and didn't get the level up, so he has to take some time to stop and kill the bramble wall that's in his way, letting Vennguard pull slightly ahead, though not nearly as much as he probably could have. He had a little bit of movement flub going on there.
Yeah, Ori walls are definitely the weirdest walls because they made them realistic, but with making them realistic,
they're not flat.
They're not flat and easy to scale. It's like real life, and I don't like things that are like real life. Come on, what is this?
It does look gorgeous, though.
Absolutely.
All right, well, now they've collected wall. Oh, jump. Sloaters takes a hit. That's probably fine. A little bit spooky for a second there. Vennguard takes a hit as well. That's close to the bramble wall.
Yeah, you want to kill
the
ultimate enemy there before you
Gatekeeper.
feel safe from the glades is that bramble wall, which with no saves throughout the entire area will send you back to the wall jump tree. So good job though, both runners are able to get past that.
They're using a save anywhere glitch to skip a cutscene here at the start of Blackroot Burrows, and we are now headed into the dark cave. And we'll be collecting Dash. Eventually. That's not till later.
Yeah, nice. We still got quite a bit to go, and we have to get through probably the longest splits in this game, or longest kind of sections, Blackroot Burrows, because again, all you guys that running and jumping and wall climbing, and Blackroot Burrows is definitely a grueling place, but it's worth it because then you get your dash ability at the end.
This is interesting. We're seeing Vennguard on the right side of your screen is jumping up to grab. He fell down, but he's trying to jump up to grab 100 XP orb, which will level him up, giving him an ability point to spend to skip a cutscene, similar to how he did at the start of this area. He's having significant trouble with this jump, which is pretty unfortunate, so it's going to be costing him time here. But Sloaters didn't go for this jump. He just opted to skip it, and that means he will not be skipping the cutscene at the top of this area.
That's really interesting, actually. I'm not sure if that's something he
This is
It's to do.
if I'm remembering correctly, Sloaters is an older runner and kind of just got back into it just for the tournament and hasn't bothered to update especially much with some of the newer strats, which is why he's not skipping this and he still cleans the water.
And that definitely makes sense. And just overall, that's just not a fun jump. So,
that's also true.
yeah. So, he's just gonna have it's gonna null out. He's gonna save the time difference by that doing the jump, but then again, just have to watch this cutscene. So in the end, not too much of a big time change there. Ven is now he's got that jump, and now he's onto the dash room as well.
Right, but so it is faster to skip the cutscene like Vennguard will be going for, except for the fact that Ven had some trouble with the jump and screwed it up a couple times. So he will not be. Probably not catching up all the way to Sloaters, but he is not as behind as it might look right now because he gets the skip this cutscene.
That is right. So yeah, I guess if you want to call that lore, because again, we never like to watch cutscenes in this game in a speed run. But there's
the lore of this thing rises out of the ground with a rock on it.
And it makes Black Group Arrows no longer dark. See? Yeah, lore. So. Now Sloaters has got dash. Decides to check out that hole. It's nothing but spikes, so we'll go back to that. We'll go back to that hole later. But for now, we gotta go check out our friend Billy for our Frankie walk, our fun sequence break. That's always fun.
Yeah, the first of a couple major sequence breaks that we do in this route. Frankie walk. We're going to be kiting our friend that we call Billy over to the other side of this room. Killing him to grab his XP and level up at a specific time.
Okay, Sloaters, despite not leveling up initially in BRB, should still be on time there to level up as he kills the Frankie. It's just kind of, again, a little bit of a different way to wrap the XP there, but let's see how he does.
Yep. Looks good to me, and there he goes. Unfortunately, he's now out of energy, so he can't save here, and there's a little bit of a dangerous section. See how he gets through the Death Gauntlet just fine. Oh, it was close, but he's good.
That was
going for Death Glide here.
Oh
Takes
no.
a hit, falls down.
Oh,
okay, but he's alive, so he can back it up.
That's why I don't do that. Oh boy, that's spooky. But he is through. Please save. I'd like a save right there.
I would expect a save right there. There it is. All right, we got Vennguard on the right side doing his Frankie walk, heading into his Death Gauntlet. Let's see how he does. We're going to see Sloaters going for a fast Crusher cycle here as well on the left side. Doesn't get it, unfortunately. Vennguard is mostly through the Death Gauntlet, not opting for Death Glide, so he will be good as well.
Yeah, that's fine. So both opted to dash into the water and get out there, dodging that Frankie. So. And there's a save, so there you go. Both runners doing so far quite well.
Vennguard being a newer and a little bit of a slower runner, I wouldn't expect to see him get Grotto Cycle here, but he very much could. No, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it here. Yeah. Maybe tried for it, but it looks like he didn't know quite exactly the setup for it. Will not be saving that 8 seconds over Sloaters, but it's not a huge deal because Sloaters didn't get it either. Sloaters has made it down to the double jump tree now. Vennguard is on his way down.
And again, with that kind of runner, like rebooted runner of Sloaters, he didn't do the blind movement, which I don't know how new that is in the tournament because I wasn't at the last tournament, but I mean, I assume that's a bit of a...
That one's been around for a while. I'm actually interested to see that Sloaters doesn't go for that. It's, you saw him stop and level up, regroup, I think he leveled? Maybe? No.
He rekindle, because he didn't...
No, right, because he doesn't grab rekindle at the... You're right. He doesn't grab rekindle before the cutscene skip, so he had to level it up here to do some cutscene skips coming up, but that's interesting that he didn't opt for the blind movement.
Ven opts to not do it either, but that's fine. So yeah. Pretty
Sloaters having some trouble with this grotto skip here. This is a precise double jump off the wall. He finally gets it, but if Ven manages to do it early or in his first couple tries, he'll be able to catch up some time there. Sloaters failed a cutscene skip.
Oh no, that's This is kind of the one cutscene skip that's like a nuisance to like not.
It's not, yeah.
Because then you got these rocks, and oh man, I've done this before, but it's not fun at all. So this will lose some time here for Sloaters if Ven has a very nice section and is able to get that cutscene skip. So let's see.
Yeah, not only does not skipping that cutscene not get the time save, it also causes the boulders to spawn, which he had to dodge through. And those boulders are RNG. It is not consistent at all to that movement. Vennguard not having to deal with the rocks is going to be able to make it up the shaft faster than Sloaters was able to.
So now you're just going to see mainly running wall jumping non-stop for the next few minutes as we attempt to get out of Moon Grotto. Ven it looks like his save is too far to the right to skip this one cutscene, so it doesn't hurt him too much, but again, we've seen some interesting things happen for both of our runners so far.
Yeah, failing that cutscene skip, not as bad as having the rocks fall on your head, but still unfortunate and going to prevent some of the time save that Ven might have been hoping to get there. Sloaters with a timed level up, kill a frog, grab some XP. Failing some jumps up to an ability cell here.
Yeah, this is one that one of many ability cells that we use to again continue those cutscene skips, especially for the ones later in the game, which can, if you're on a pace for something like a PB, I mean, it could be a killer. So now he's deciding to push the rock inward this time, not actually try to just dash in the tiny gap that you make by pulling it.
Maybe recognizing that the cycles of these purple spinners there were maybe a bit off what he was used to, and he was maybe not confident about being able to make the cycle without taking a death. So doing the safe play, pushing the rock in.
Yeah, that's definitely fine. So Sloaters gonna...
Another cutscene skip failed by Sloaters there. You can normally walk up to the door if you skip the cutscene early, but unfortunately had to watch Gumo sort of run away there, so that's another little bit of time loss, but not enough to close any of this lead that he has over Ven.
Interestingly, besides entering Blackroot Burrows, we've gotten all the lore so far. So I mean, this is the lore-based race. If anyone in the chat was hoping for some lore, there you go. And
look,
Ben has to watch it too.
Oh no!
Double lore.
Oh no!
I don't know. It's cutscene. It's cutscene day today.
Cutscene percent.
Oh, nice. My favorite category. So now Ven is into the Ginzo tree, as well as Sloaters as make his way to these teleport rooms, and soon be on the mini boss, which the RNG mini boss as we call it.
Yeah, it is of course RNG where this mini boss spawns. He has 5 possible locations. You can sort of mitigate the randomness there because there is a 1-frame tell to see where he's going to spawn next, so you can prepare for it. But we'll have to see if Sloaters is able to see those and anticipate. Vennguard takes a death in the second room of Ginso, is all the way back to the bottom. That's a little painful. A lot painful, actually.
That is pretty painful, and those gamers is what they have been known to be called now. They just circle the blocks and you can't kill them or hurt them in any way. They're so weird because this is the only time you actually see the gamers.
Yeah, it's just for this one room, just to heck with you while you try and climb through it.
That's right. Sloaters gets through, and he did pretty well for himself. I mean, that not too many cycles there.
And we'll see him progressing all the way up to Bash Tree to collect it. And then, excuse me. Sorry about that. We're going to see him collect Bash and then head up to the Ginso Tree. And then, unlike most runners in the tournament, we'll be continuing up all the way to the escape.
That's right. So we got Bash. Here's one of the most fun abilities about not just the speedrun, but just Ori in general. It's definitely really interesting how it works to be able to just bash off of everything. And I've never really seen any other game, so I like how it's this one.
Definitely one of the biggest draws to this game. one of the reasons it's so fun as a casual game and as a speedrun for that matter. Now we're going to see Sloaters picking up some XP orbs that you might not be used to. This is because of his different XP route with cleaning the water and of course not skipping the darkness cutscenes like we saw him not do earlier, rather. So that orb in the puzzle, in the redirect puzzle, perhaps not one you've seen runners pick up, but Sloaters will need to. And there's some XP in the escape that he will be grabbing as well. That's a failed key dupe.
Yeah,
unfortunately, a bit too far away from the wall.
That's gonna hurt Sloaters a bit, but he does have a big gap over Ven currently because Ven had a little bit mess up in the Ginzo mini boss. I believe he died twice to it before he was able to kill it. So he's fine now, and he's gonna get bashed soon as well.
Seeing Sloaters got his key dupe on the second try, and will be progressing through the area now. Getting up to the second Ginso mini boss, who no one really cares about. It's pretty easy. And Vennguard has made its bash now.
Yep, and so now Sloaters killed the second mini boss, and now he's gonna head up. You don't see this very often.
So he's going to be attempting something now called core skip. This is a trick, an old trick from the before the waterless route when we had to do the Ginso escape like Sloaters is doing right now, where he's going to try and time another level up in order to only clear the corruption, or to clear the corruption on both sides at once. Normally there's a right puzzle room that you'd have to go through, but it's long and slow. Looks like he's fine. This looks good. That was a little dangerous, but he managed to get the level up in the right spot and has successfully done his core skip and will be starting the Ginso escape.
Cue the epic music.
Yes. Best music track in the game. I'm honestly really sad that we don't get to hear it in runs anymore.
Yeah, but definitely that's a good feeling to get every now and then. And I believe Ven had a successful key dupe, so he's on to the second mini boss as well, but he will not be going up. He will be going to the right because he's skipping the Ginso escape.
Right, that is actually just that route difference is some solid time save that Vennguard has waiting for him, provided his swamp entry goes especially well. Now that I've said that, I'm scared.
Me too. And Sloaters, he's got a few more bashes to do, and he's through very nice.
There he goes.
I remember when I first had to do the Ginso escape, and it took me like maybe an hour.
It is
30 minutes.
Quite a difficult section for a casual player for sure. But with a lot of practice as a speedrunner, Sloaters paid it no mind.
That's right. Wasn't even phased by it. So we got a little bit of cutscene, a little bit of talking to Scamp before he's
More lore
before he's on to Stomp, and Ven will be at Stomp shortly, but he will not have the clean, very beautiful looking swamp. He'll still have the old, dirty, purple poison water swamp. So it's a little bit of different visuals here for both runners.
Taking a safety save before setting up his swamp entry, and here we go. Come on, Vennguard. I believe.
So he's going for the double bash strat.
Double bash method.
Ooh,
That's
slow,
good. Nice.
very nice. Good job to Ven getting through first try.
The time save he got from the route difference was unfortunately not enough to catch him all the way up to Sloaters. Sloaters is collected Stomp and is on his way out. We're going to see a little bit of a high five from the runners at the door here. Nice timing.
That was very nice timing. He went in as Sloaters went out. So he is, I mean, he has kind of closed the gap a little bit, but Sloaters is going to keep moving on and try the Drainless trick now, which is with the Clean Water skip.
Yeah, of course. He since he didn't break his way in like Vennguard did, this path is not open, so he needs to do the Drainless skip, which he gets successfully in order to leave the area.
Well, what? It's the background.
It is. It's the background of their division. Nice. We found it.
There it is. That'd be a fun. That's fun little game. Find all the backgrounds, and there you go. We did it.
Quick stumble from Vennguard, had a death, but very, very small one as he is right here at the tree.
That's right. So now, Slurs is back on the normal route now, and he's going to go for the crow cutscene skip. Does not get it, but that's okay.
Hello, bird.
Little big bird. Ben's gonna be approaching that in a little bit, and oh,
never mind.
well, I mean, he'll still approach it a little bit, but now
approaching it. It's just a little longer.
just a little longer. And I was gonna say if he gets it, that will time save, but now they took the death. I'm not sure how much time will actually save, but it's good. It's good to get it anyway. Just a nice feeling to skip that pretty difficult cutscene. But we've already seen so much lore in this game. I mean, we could just keep going to see more lore.
Careful, Sloaters. Wow, that was a nice recovery. Bonking on the ceiling there usually spells your instant doom, but Sloaters was able to back it up and make it so that he doesn't have to go back to his last save. He was up and past and heading to Charge Flame now.
Yeah, one of the small sections of the map where those spikes will just kill you instantly, and they're fun to see.
And another large bird on the right side. And you are missing the Kuro cutscene skip.
It may be the same bird. I'm not too sure about that though.
It's on the other side of the screen. It's clearly a different bird.
Okay. That's Kuro, and then we have Kuro. Something like that, maybe. I'm not sure.
Sure. Why not? Alright, well, Sloaters missed an enemy in manipulation where normally you try and bait a Frankie to follow you down to the Charge Flame tree, so a little bit of time lost for him there. Going to be skipping this cutscene at the Spirit Tree and heading off to the left side of the map. And while Vennguard has grabbed his 5th energy, let's see if he makes it out perfectly cleanly. Very nice! Oh. Never mind, I shouldn't have said anything. I lied. I'm bad.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Ven, please forgive us. I wasn't sure what happened. It looked like he was going to try to do the damage boost on the left side of the wall. Then he
opted out.
He opted out and then didn't double jump again. And so he's fine now? Yeah, he's fine now.
It's just painful.
The spider section is not fun at all. It can hurt. As well as where Sloaters is now, if there's a lot of spikes around there. I mean, I've already commented. Oh jeez, I've already cursed so much. I mean, the curse train is going, but hopefully he doesn't, because he did take a save there, so he's fine. Faster runners will opt to just not even save here at all, and if he takes death, you're all the way back to that Spirit Tree. So,
right, it looks like we're gonna be seeing Sloaters attempting fast stompless here. This is a neat little trick we're gonna throw. Shot off to the side. That one looks like it's at a good angle. Let's see if he can make it up to the ability cell in time.
He's got clean movement there.
Nice.
Ooh, that was close, but he gets it.
Quick update as we see Ven on the right side of your screen has skipped his Spirit Tree cutscene after collecting Charge Flame. We have an update that he is currently 11 seconds ahead of his personal best at the Charge Flame tree. So despite the fact that he's behind in this race, he's doing very well for himself ahead of PB. Let's see if he can keep it up.
I mean, yeah, if you saw that stat, he's PB'd in 2 of the races he's done.
Yeah.
And if you count group stage and this one, this is his 5th race. So 2 out of 4 he's PB. So let's see if we make it 3 out of 5.
Go for the better than 50% success on PBs in races. That's quite the stat.
Speaking of success rate, Sloaters currently is on Sarbash, which he has 100% success rate with. So let's see how we can go about manipulating these birds here.
Ooh, that's high. But he compensates nicely and is up into Sorrow Pass.
And he does not get that ability cell, which is to the left. He just goes ahead and rocket jumps up right away. I think that's part of, again, the old
he might be doing frog juggle. That's the only thing I could think of. Either that or he hasn't. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're seeing an old school strat from Sloaters now. This is frog juggle. You might have seen crazy juggle before in this tournament. This is old school frog juggle. Before we had Terror Break, this is what we did.
Float up. Keep bashing it over and over.
Juggle that frog.
And over. You get the point, but we get up at the final section just before it dies, like one hit away. So it works out nicely. And so there you go. Sloater's going to head up to Sunstone first before he goes to get Charge Jump.
We can also note we did not see Vennguard attempt Fast Stompless. So he is just going to stomp the rocks as you would in a casual playthrough to collect Glide.
Again, that's just more lore for you guys out there. But hopefully on the left side, we can skip some of this lore, because this is one of the longest cutscenes in the game to skip. So Sloater's got
I
to
hope
save
we don't
anywhere
watch
else.
that one.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who would watch the Sunstone cutscene in a race. I totally didn't do that in my last one.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. No
Yeah,
no cutscene that time.
No cutscene from him.
So he's good. So again, he's gotta go get Charge Jump, and oof, Ben just decides to rock jump right into that bird. But he's fine. He's got his save close by. He actually opted to save on the teleport, which is a pretty good strat if you want to be on a certain number of health and energy for this Sour Bash coming up.
Yeah, saving on the teleporter gives you full health, so you can take as much damage as you will. That is a terrible position for those birds. Opting for a quick death to reset their positions. Pretty smart from Ven. All right, come on, Sour Bash. That, I don't know what that was, but let's try it again.
Looks like he's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna try to get both birds aggro at the same time, which sets him up in this vertical kind of
pretty
pattern.
far left. Oh,
he's got looked like it just was too low for him. High five again from our runners as they're heading out. Oh, birds are not being nice today, which is, we expect that. Birds are mean.
take energy, Ven. You got this.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. Looks good, and he's up.
nice movement. There you go. So that's a good Star Bash. That's a very nice one. So now he's
We
in
take those.
Sorrow. Yeah, exactly. So now Sloaters into Misty, which again we could see all that fun movement, and I mean, even for a runner like Sloaters, if you just pay attention to event for maybe 20 seconds, I mean, Sloaters will already be halfway through Misty just like that.
Vennguard has not safety saved yet. There it is. Okay, good. I was a little panicked.
I'm not sure how much energy he has. He may not be able to do the ghost door, which it's fine to save there. I mean, it's all it's value safety save.
Slightly too low there.
That's fine. But yeah, again, you're right, Shed. If he would have taken that death without that save, you would have been all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, blinked and you missed it. Sloaters is already at the climb tree and will be heading out of Misty to head down to Grenade, the last skill that he needs before he can complete the run. Vennguard still now needs 2 more. That is, collect the charge jump. He needs to go get climb, and then Grenade as well.
That's right. Before he's got to get out of the maze of Misty, which Misty just keeps on going as you collect these keystones. He's got 1 more keystone to collect before he heads to that the final Misty mini boss. Before he leaves this area and gets Grenade.
Oh my God, Ven!
Oh my, that was. You just wanted to test the spikes, and yeah,
they're still
hurt.
working. He has set up his Terror Break and is able to do it successfully, and will be heading up to the cutscene skip at the Sunstone.
Ben is, yeah, so he's fine. Sloaters rocket jumping now through Misty. He's got a little bit of section to go. No meatball strats from him, but I mean, that's a dangerous strat. Oh,
Okay. I don't know what his energy count is now, but it might not be when he wants it to be.
I think he did pick up an energy from that slime he killed though, so it may have
Nice.
just canceled out. So very nice. And here comes mini boss.
This is a quick kill, unfortunately, but it's gonna be going for it again. Just messes it up again, but we still got the kill. They're still dead. That's all you need.
Right. Now usually you'd actually see a level up from the normal routing, but I'm not sure again, old routing strats, but Sloaters is not actually does not level up. So
No, he normally would get a level there, but so it looks like his XP is slightly off. We'll have to see if he tries to compensate for that somehow. Oh, nope, never mind. We're getting word that Sloaters intentionally does not level up there. All right.
he's doing a really old XP route apparently. But look, I'd expect him to take a save here on the teleport as he goes to grenade, which will just refill your health and energy. So you'll be ready to go heading to grenade.
Vennguard has made his way down to the entrance of Misty and will be doing it himself. He's unfortunately, as we get closer and closer to the end here, it's looking like Sloaters is just going to keep this lead and advance to the win in this race.
That's right. Potential death to get that door on the right to open up. So yeah, again, he's got one more skill left. He got some lasers down here. Oh, he had the spike, so he's not going to do the ultimate Yoka cycle to get through these lasers super fast. Gets through it though. He's got one more big cutscene to skip. So we are done here with this lore. I've been tired of seeing all this lore, and he looks like he gets it off.
Yeah, had to wait a little bit to after the cutscene starts to let him get control back, but he did get the skip, so he's through and will be collecting grenade before heading to the final escape.
Sloater's doing well for himself. He's about 30 seconds ahead of his average race time at grenades, so he's doing pretty well. And Ben's in the midair. That's fine. Did a little backflip jump before he got that climb tree. So now you'll see some maybe not as fast Misty movement from Ben, as Sloaters had some pretty nice movement, but it'll still be quick nonetheless.
It's something kind of interesting about Misty is that it sort of almost gets easier the faster you go. You just get all these crazy strats that are basically almost guaranteed to get you through the areas that you want to, and you get more used to the movement in the area, and it becomes easier. It's kind of interesting.
Right, because now you know, oh, this is what sort of trick I could do to get through it, and it's all just about learning again these interesting tricks. We have a lot of ways to do those fun charge dash canceling with the back stomp, whatever you prefer. So yeah, I agree with that.
We also want to note that Sloaters does not have poison water at the end of the escape, since he actually did the Ginso escape, so he does not need to collect the 5 HP that everyone else does. He only has 4 right now. Or no, does he have 5? Regardless, he doesn't need to collect anymore.
Yeah, he's definitely fine, even if he takes a bit of damage during the length of the escape. He should be fine. And so he's got 2 more tricks to show off, and which is door warp and grenade jump. Ooh,
that was a pretty bad death from Vennguard. Not as terrible as it could have been. Oh, he's taking some more damage.
Oh, she's still the slime.
Oh, Mike. Okay.
He's like, you know what?
Let's just try that again.
Just stop. Very nice. So yeah, Sloaters on door warp. 1 frame trick to get through the end of dungeon. It's okay not get it first try. I mean, some people will say it's easy. Some people say it's impossible. Whatever you think.
First try above his average.
Yeah, that's very well done. 4th try. That's a very nice try. So he's on the final escape. So again, like you said, he's claimed the water, so he's just gonna be kind of taking his time to get through. And
relaxing.
Yeah, more relaxing and get closer and closer to victory here.
Guard having a little bit of trouble with the mini bosses, but manages to take them down. Be now on the home stretch, leaving Misty on to his last skill, grenade, or the last skill. Everyone collects it last.
Yeah, unless you're like Muffin and you do less 20 seconds.
Yeah. Everyone good collects it last, Kappa.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we're not seeing any we're not seeing any fish strats out of Sloaters, because he will be going for the grenade jump here. Even if he misses it, he would still be able to finish first. And there it is, a clean first try for him. He will be finishing the race ahead of Vennguard and take the win.
Yeah, actual first try. Very nicely
an
done.
actual first try.
What? It's always a first try, though. I don't get it. Anyways, Sloaters is finishing up here with a 36 time, which is actually his PB is around a 36.24. So he was on a really good pace.
Clean fell. Would you say that he had a clean run?
I Clean fell hereby say that this was indeed a clean run. There you go. I have the seal of approval. So it looks like 36, maybe it says 50, but again, don't want to confirm too early. Yeah, 36.50. We're good.
Solid race time for Sloaters for sure. So as Sloaters is done with this race, he will be taking the win, but we're still going to see Ven finish the run out here for us. We're getting word that he is currently behind PB pace, and he's just barely in the range of being able to actually get one here. Probably not, though. We'll have to see if he can close it out.
Yeah, he's definitely
I think he got the skip, despite it maybe looking like it started. Yeah, okay, he got the cutscene skip.
Yeah, very nice. So, yeah, we've heard that there may be like a big death or two in his PB split. So, and yeah, I'm like looking at this timer with a 37 something. He can get pretty close to his PB there if he has some pretty nice movement here for Horu and the final escape. Decides to charge up the spikes. Oh, yeah, I mean, this.
Oh my goodness.
This log's dumb.
When that platform starts swinging, it starts getting stupid to jump out of there, but manages to do it. He is progressing now. Has some lasers.
And doing well. He's got one more laser skip here. Not going for some Yoko cycle. That's perfectly fine. Careful there. There's some spike there too. There's spikes everywhere, man.
Now there's a giant boulder chasing him on top of the spikes that are everywhere and the crushers. That's the health cell that he needs for the final escape. He did not clean the water, it's still poisoned.
Yeah, that's right. He picks up some cabbage. That's what looks like, right?
Hate cabbage.
Right. Yeah, and so he's heading. Oh,
takes a hit.
He takes a hit. I mean, that's kind of what we've seen. He's like, oh, takes a little bit of a mess up. We're fine. Or he's still alive, still kicking.
Horu Fields area is pretty spooky as well. There's a lot of spooky areas in this game, but this is yet another one right at the end before headed to the final escape. Everything here does so much damage, and you're basically insta-kill.
That's right.
Except for that frog that we decided to...
Yeah. That bailing, though. The way we do our run, bailings normally do about 6 damage, and unless you're crazy, you go for 7 health. I mean, you're pretty much dead every time. But so they're pretty scary in an Ori speedrun. So but Ven is at Door Warp. Let's see how he can do. Give him some energy.
First try.
Again, another first try. Very nice.
Showing us how it's done. Frame perfect trick. No problems.
Frame perfect tricks are easy. I don't get all the debate.
I don't have any trouble with them. Alright. Vennguard has now started his final escape. Unfortunately, oh no, he might still be able to do it. His Vennguard's PB, for a reminder, is a 42.51. He might still be able to do it with a nearly flawless final escape here. And of course the grenade jump at the very end.
Yes, you're pretty close to that lava. Oh my gosh, but yeah, he's doing fine so far. And he got his UI on, so I guess he can keep track of that, his energy and health. He's trying to
got plenty of both.
That's right. He's got to at least get at least one, so he can perform that grenade jump there at the end.
The swim, taking some hits. Looks like he'll be okay. Oh god,
stayed in the water for a little too longer. He's fine. So yeah, he's set up the grenade jump. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty
This is
close.
gonna be so close.
Hopefully. Let's see how he does.
He looks low. He looks low to me. Okay, misses up the inputs. Messes it up again. Come on.
It does look low.
Come on, Ven. You got this.
I take my time.
There it is. That's not a soft block.
Gets it. Very nice. So, with Ven's PB being a
is up. That is
42.50,
definitely
that's gonna be a new one.
That's it. He's got another one. 3 out of 5 races for Vennguard have been personal bests. Holy crap, dude.
This guy, I guess this guy can only race now.
He does well under pressure.
All right. I mean, there you go. People handle all this stuff differently. So, yeah,
He's
Vennguard,
giving us some nice GGs in the mouse cursor here.
very nice. So despite Ven is out of the tournament now with that loss, he's gonna finish out strong with again another personal best in a race and a bracket race nonetheless.
Very nicely done. 31-second PB with a 42.20. GG Vennguard.
So overall, we had some, despite some spaghetti here and there, this is, again, some very consistent, very nice movement for each runners, and both runners put off an impressive time for their own right. And I'm pretty excited about this one. This was a good, very fun race to watch.
That was a good one for sure. We have both of the runners ready for an interview, so let's go ahead and talk to them. Sloaters, Vennguard, GG, nice race.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Sloaters, you took the win here. That looked like a pretty solid run, actually. How are you feeling about how you did there?
Well, I was feeling pretty rusty at the start, but it kind of wore off after a little while, and it ended up being a pretty good run for myself. I think that's the third 36 I've ever had, so can't be too upset about that.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
Generally looked like you didn't make too many major mistakes for sure. It was very nicely done.
So Sloaters, with that win, you go up, you move on in the lower bracket, and you go on to face a rematch with This Is Not Solely. So, looking forward to that race, which I don't know when you'll schedule. How are you feeling about it?
Well, I'm pretty certain Sully's gonna take that one again, but I'll certainly try to have a better showing for that one.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's
That'll be
gonna
a
be a good one.
rematch to watch. All right, and then Vennguard as well with another PB in a tournament race. It's just fantastic, dude. How are you feeling?
I mean, you can't be upset with a PB. I'm a little bit mad that almost all of the time saved was in the last split. So like everything's red and then I have gold last split. So it's just like, well, I guess I got a PB now. I gotta submit that.
That's the best kinds of PB. The ones
That's-
that
yeah,
happen right at the end.
Now running against it is like super fun.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't think about that.
So yeah, Ven, despite being out of the tournament now, you again finish up finish up your tournament life here with again another PBs. 3 out of 5 of your races had PBs. So overall, how are you feeling about your performance in the tournament and like what you wanted to get out of this?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my performance. Just having a framework to kind of, something to improve towards, like a tournament and races like that, definitely gave me the drive to actually, learn and continue and keep going with it. So, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely excited to see you around, and maybe we'll have to set up more races for you so you can keep getting PBs. That's how it seems to happen here.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day. I can't get PBs forever.
I mean, you got a streak going. Like we said, 3 out of 5. Can't argue with results, right? All right. Well, with that race in the books, Sloaters advances, and Vennguard is done. We have another race for you basically immediately again. We've got a small break to set it up. That will be F Please versus Zik 3 out of the ILO division. So stick around for that one after a quick break.
That's right. Don't go anywhere. More coming next.